Hello class, today I am going to be teaching you about social cognition and attitudes and their significance to the field of psychology. I will also be sharing personal examples of social cognition and attitudes. Social cognition is in the area of social psychology that examines how people perceive and think about their social world. The area of social psychology that focuses on how people think about others and about the social world is social cognition. Researchers of social cognition study how people make sense of themselves and others to make judgments, form attitudes, and make predictions about the future. Past experiences, expectations, motivations, and moods impact our reasoning. Many of our decisions and behaviors are driven by unconsciousness process and implement attitudes we are unaware of having. There are a few different ways we can simplify information. One way by using a scheme, which is a mental model, a mental blueprint for how we expect something to be or behave. Instead of spending a bunch of time learning about each new individual object, scheme reduces the amount of cognitive work. The second way to simplify our social world is by using, I can't pronounce this, HEURISTICS, which is a mental shortcut to that reduces complex problem solving. And one last way is representative. Again, it's HEURISTIC, which lets us make quick decisions. Next, people may rely on the representative, again, HEURISTIC, to make a quick decision. In addition of all those is a type of judgment called availability, again, HEURISTIC. We are all pretty much aware of our own knowledge, abilities, our weaknesses, thoughts, and how we see things and think. Our perceptions are often over positive, and we are overconfident in the accuracy and potential, and its potentially is called planning fallacy. Decision making has a lot of effects. A good way to maybe predict what those effects might be is to effective forecast, which is the prediction of one's effects, emotional state in the future. Predictions about the future came from the impact bias, the tendency for a person to overestimate the intensity of their future feelings. Another factor in these estimates is the durability bias. The durability bias refers to the tendency for people to overestimate how long positive and negative events will affect them. As far as our behaviors may go, a lot of evidence goes to show that they are automatic. Our attitudes come along when we encounter a new object or a person. That's when we form our attitudes. Attitudes are measured through an explicit attitude. By example, the participants are directly asked to provide their attitudes toward various people, issues, or objects. An implicit attitude is an implicit attitude that a person does not verbally express oneself. In order to know or understand a person's attitude, you have to use explicit measures of attitudes. Another common explicit measure is the evaluative priming task. In conclusion, being aware of when our judgments are most accurate and how our judgments are most accurate and how our judgments are shaped by social influences prepare us to be in a much better position to appreciate and potentially counter their effects. Social cognition and attitudes, period. A personal example of cognition is the mental action or process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through and through experience. Here at Franklin University, I am on a daily basis acquiring knowledge and understanding through the courses I am taking, such as this class. And an example of social attitude is I believe smoking is unhealthy, so I feel disgusted when people smoke around me. And that's pretty much all I have. Thank you guys, and have a good night.